This week, the first week of the 48th Parliament, we've seen deliberate acts of disrespect in the Senate from One Nation senators. We've seen those senators come into the chamber for the acknowledgement of country, a long-standing part of the Senate order of business, purely to make an incredibly childish stunt, and a very hurtful one, of turning their backs on that proceeding. These senators aren't required to be in their Senate for the acknowledgement of country. In fact, they haven't been in the past. But they do now, whether it is for attention or for clickbaits, whether it is to cause offence, whether it is to stoke division. These senators have made a deliberate decision to disrespect First Nations Australians. You'd think that have learned lessons from the election, President. You'd think that have heard the clear message from the Australian people in May. The politics of culture wars were rejected. I urge all senators to remember who you work beside, who you walk with, and even when we disagree, we have a chamber here where we can discuss in a manner that is far more respectful than we've seen in these previous days.
I'm certain, truly, I don't think you're really wanting to acknowledge my existence because of my indigeneity here more than anybody else's. I'm equal to you and everybody else here and everybody in this country. So this is the main issue at heart. It's not standing up as a person of Indigenous heritage to say how we do things differently. We are people. We are human beings. We need to stop the infantilisation of who we are as a group of people as though we're somehow different. We are not different. We are the same. We are Australian. And that is the sentiment that we need more of in this chamber, in this building, and more broadly across this country. Because it's a wonder why our children are afraid to be proud to call themselves Australian. So while I understand the significance, the conduct of One Nation, perhaps toward the chamber, toward the President, I acknowledge that. But more broadly, when it comes to this concept of acknowledgement of country, and acknowledgement, First Nations isn't even an Australian terminology, for crying out loud. It's been adopted from Canada, from America. It's just reinvention that is actually belittling and watering down traditional culture and what it's really about. But we can ignore traditional culture in this chamber because there are elements of it every single one of you across from here ignore, because it's detrimental to the most marginalised in remote communities. But if you speak up against it, if you mention it, you are painted as a racist, or somebody who is a coconut, or somebody who is a traitor. Imagine if we treated every single racial group in this manner in this country. It's horrendous. And it begins with the virtue signalling, the politicisation of a group of people in this country because of our racial heritage. And I'm sick to death of it.
The turning of the back, I've spoken to Pauline Hanson about that. She knows my opinion. She accepts what I have said in relation to that. But let me tell you, Senator Hanson has every right to hold her opinion in relation to what happens at the beginning of this chamber. And she is right. She is right. When I first came to this place, it was prayers. It was not a welcome to country. But I can tell you, do not ever demean anybody. Senator Jacinta Nampijinpa Price. Her mother's story, Best Price, I suggest you all read it. A woman walking through the desert was her mother, who had her baby between her legs under a tree. She picked up that baby, she cut the umbilical cord, and she kept walking. I suggest you read the story of Best Price before you ever come in here and cast aspersions or tell us, Senator Wong, to respect other words. I will stand by and respect Senator Jacinta Nampijinpa Price, who every day has lived and breathed reconciliation in this country. Her father is white, her mother is black. So please, don't ever come into this place again and pontificate to us like you've just done.